positive, something that's uplifting people, empowering people.
I want my fruits and my hummus and carrot.
Nobody got that. Now I'm gonna go back to being peaceful and nice. No, fuck that. Welcome back to another episode of The Least Favorite. I'm your girl Natalie, and this is a podcast where self-reflection meets accountability. Why is Anthony looking around the room like that? Oh, because you're making noise. Actually, before we start, I wanted to ask you, how do you think you would be when you're famous?
Oh man,
are you gonna be a snob like I am?
You know, to me, money is just access. So I'm gonna just have access to everything. So
I feel like I could see you traveling and just eating at dope restaurants.
I just want to experience the best and as much as I can. So I'm not gonna bother nobody. I don't see me disrespecting nobody, but I do like what I want.
Right.
So if I'm paying for something, if I'm scheduling something, if I'm expecting something, if it's a business transaction, I'm not a nice person. So I might, when I'm richer, I might come off extra dickheadish. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I could see that happen.
I mean, I could see that too.
Yeah. It's tough.
Because you're kind of like that now, but I feel like I don't think you mean anything negative behind it. So I don't think, so far knowing you, I don't feel like I've ever taken it the wrong way.
I'm just a little direct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A little.
Yeah.
No, but it's dope. So I get what you mean. That it would be magnified. Like if you have it now, I get it. I don't see you ever disrespecting anyone, but you'll definitely be like, I want my shit.
Like my steak isn't cooked properly.
Yeah, and you'll definitely give the waitress a little bit of, she'll sweat a little bit. But I know you'll be like, thank you so much whenever
like you'll tip her, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for doing what I asked you to do.
Not us really making mad judgments on him right now.
He started, he was like, I'm going to be a dick.
We feel like we know you and we know.
Right. You know what it was? It was, two podcast episodes really opened up.
Are we hitting it though? Are you?
Right here. Nah.
Does it track?
When it comes to restaurants, I will never complain.
Okay.
You know how it is.
Yeah, they might fuck with your food.
I will never complain.
Yeah, I'm nice
Either
to
I'm not eating it or whatever. I'm whatever.
I just feel like it's a tough job as is. So if you don't need to complicate it, don't. You know what I mean? Like if they're doing all right and they make like one simple mistake, just that's it. But now if they're like messing your whole thing up, I get it. But there's also ways to go about it because at the end of the day, they're people, you know?
But I feel like I wouldn't have known that or have had that mentality if I didn't work in retail myself.
Right. And that happens.
So working in Costco, really like the things that I used to deal with from people, the attitudes, getting cursed out, all that, even like employees, even the drama with that, it's a hard job. So when you go to these places, I'm really like, thank you, please, no problem. Oh, it's going to take an extra 5 minutes. Okay, no worries. I'm good. Like, I just really try not to bother them. I'm just more mindful. Because I don't want to be an asshole.
100%.
Like you're making their job is already fucking annoying. They're underpaid. They're tired, and now you're just gonna be an asshole. Like
when I'm going to a fast food, like the line, when I'm in the actual spot, I'm deciding what I'm ordering before I get there.
Same.
I can't. I feel bad when they're there with the people.
I don't even
get
online.
to the counter and they start deciding. Oh, you know how ridiculous that is. I never worked fast food, but I could only imagine.
Yeah.
So when I get there, I'm with it. Number one with a pop up, blah, 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 blah. That's it. That's it.
Ready to go. And I'm detailed as fuck.
Ready with the debit card out of the phone.
Oh, ready. Yeah, have it ready. I'm not going to then dig in my pocket. Yo, come prepared.
It's the little things, really.
It's the little things.
And I feel like you don't even have to work somewhere. Like if you have friends, like imagine, let's say you worked at a restaurant and you were a bottle girl, let's say.
Wow.
No, I put it because I was thinking of a friend who was that. And before, you're usually very nice. Until you realize like what happens behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So now you're like extra like, okay, thank you so much. You're extra patient. You wait more and you try to tip more because don't, he's going to judge me.
No, go ahead, continue.
And even my friend who was a waiter, like he's like, yo, every time after his shift, we would chill and he'd have to cover and all this stuff. So he's telling me about his day and I'm like, that fucking sucks. So I try to be kinder to people when I go to restaurants and stuff. I think I'd be the same if I was
I think so too. You'll be nice.
I mean, everybody says that probably, but I don't.
You'll be nice. I don't see you being. I don't know. Maybe
I can't. I really don't see myself like it gives me the ick to like even feel slightly disrespectful.
Yeah.
I don't even say a thank you. I'm like,
yeah.
People who know me know I'm like, yo, you better say thank you to your waiters and stuff like that. Somebody holds the door for you, thank you.
I already told them I'm gonna be bougie as fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Honestly, I want to be even lazier.
Lazier? No. I want a personal trainer every morning at least
all
10.
That. A chef.
10.
I need someone to cook all my meals and all that type of stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, that kind of stuff. Perhaps lazy.
But I'm gonna treat everybody nicely. Everyone's gonna be treated very nicely and well taken care of. So
I could see it now.
Yeah.
Them crying for help and shit.
I wanted to do the topic, but I actually want to do the random topic, even though I feel like that was a random topic.
People that don't say thank you when you hold the door for them
hurts me.
That's one of the craziest things
in the world. I say thank you no matter how many doors there are too.
That's
just
one
like
of the,
5 doors.
If it's 2 back to back, right? You have to.
You have to.
But even one is decent. Yeah, so talk about it.
Today at work, this exactly happened. So I'm getting out the break room. So I'll hold the door open for a woman, and then there was another woman that wanted to come in. So I hold the door for the first woman to walk out, and then 2 dudes walk right through and cut the other girl off and didn't say nothing.
Are you lying?
Yo, I wanted to. Well, I'm like a manager, so I didn't really go. Like I wanted to come like you motherfuckers. Like I wanted to really say something. I thought the same thing. I was like, this is some.
It's insane.
I was like, what the fuck is
chivalry
is
it's insane.
Hard to find these days.
That's not even chivalry. That's just
no. That one like you.
Oh,
you know,
that
your
was
ladies
crazy.
the woman.
Yeah, that was
not even
crazy.
saying thank you.
The manners. Remember we spoke a few episodes ago. Like manners are important, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to kick off the first topic. I feel like we don't even need the random topic in the bowl because we just had like 10 of them. So I wanted to play a game with you related to our first topic. Okay, so I stumbled on a question. I was scrolling through social media, and the question was, in what situations should your partner get top priority? But before we start, let's just do the game to see kind of like, let's get the juices flowing. Okay. So this is just true or false. If you want to explain a little bit, that's fine. Try to keep it true or false. But let's not. No, because we could dive deeper. All right. Prioritizing personal goals over the relationship can never be justified. True or false?
False.
Can never be justified.
I'm going to say
hefty
false.
statement. False.
I hate when people use never. It's so absolute. It's like, I'm going to say false on that. What did you say?
True or false?
That's a tough one.
It is. But
can it never be justified?
Never be
justified? Because it's your own personal goal. So if you put your personal goals ahead of your relationship, can that never be justified? Like, is it always wrong to put your personal goals first before your relationship?
I said that's false because there are times that it may
tough.
be justified.
I'll say false.
Okay. Long distance relationships are inherently challenging and rarely succeed. True or false?
True, 1,000%.
I'm going to say true for that too.
Yeah.
Long distance?
Yeah.
They never succeed.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to, okay. I said rarely, but all right, cool. Burnout or exhaustion is always a result of neglecting relationship priorities.
False.
I'm what? True or false? Conflicts and disagreements are signs of a weak relationship.
False.
I'm going to say false.
Come on.
What was it? Say it again, please.
Conflicts and disagreements are signs of a weak relationship.
Conflicts and disagreements. False.
I'm going to say yeah. Okay. It's essential to disclose every detail of personal challenges to your partner. False.
Also false. Yes.
False.
Family obligations should always take precedence over relationship commitments.
True.
Oh, I'm going to say true. Yeah. That's hard though. Because then it's
they're
like,
not family yet. They're not family yet.
Not just that. It's like, what are we talking here? Like, we have a date, but my mom needs me, like, for something important, or holidays. You know what I mean? Like, I had this conversation very recently. Like, if you're early on, you want to go to your family, I can go to mine too. Like,
yes,
it doesn't have to be a thing. You know,
but then
meet up in the middle, maybe.
Yeah, and you know what? We're gonna dive into these because now I'm really curious. I want to know why we think the way we think.
Anything together.
This is awesome. I'm so excited. Okay, communication breakdowns can be healthy for a relationship's growth.
Absolutely true.
Giving your partner top priority means sacrificing your individual goals and aspirations.
False.
Giving them top priority.
Yeah. Sacrificing your individual goals.
I don't believe. Not necessarily. I'm gonna give that one false.
I'm torn.
I could see the truth, and this is for a reason that
I'm gonna say false.
Women's top priority means me 24/7, 365. That's top priority.
Damn, I want to say he's wrong.
No, he's right. I don't know if I can.
What about me?
What about me? Fuck what you got going on. Because that don't got shit to do with me. No, it's true. And I don't want it to be that way.
Natalie.
I don't. Because you don't want to be... No, let's fucking talk about it. Put a button.
Let's fucking talk about it.
Put a pin. You don't want to be the partner that is so unreasonable in that way. Because it really does sound crazy to the person who's actually like listening to themselves. it's like, but me as a woman, I want to have my own shit, my own individual personality and do my own things. And I have my own things I'm pursuing. So it's like, how could I expect that of you when you are also a human who has those same things? It's just, I don't know if it's like a biological thing, like that need of like constantly feeling like, okay, I need security, I need safety, you need to provide like that.
Every minute of the day?
Yes. It's like, what? No, but it's crazy. But that's why I feel like there have been so many episodes where I do encourage people, especially women, to stay single for a while.
Oh yeah.
Just to know what it's like to just be alone and know that you can do it. Like you'll be fine. Like you can do all your own shit. If you work, you can pay your bill. Like you'll figure it out. We all fucking figure it out.
Absolutely.
So it's like that kind of me being single has helped me a little bit because now I'm like, okay, I can do things alone. I'm good. If God forbid, we don't last and I don't have you there, I can keep going, move on, push forward. So I don't know. But yeah, women, we just be on some other shit sometimes.
I think it's just there are times like you can there are times when you absolutely prioritize your partner and there are times where you prioritize like your personal goals and family, but you always have to be before any of those things you first.
Right.
Because otherwise like you can't pour from an empty glass. So it's like I think that people have it misunderstood. They're like, oh, we're together, so it's one life. No, it's you have a life, I have a life, and we come together and we share it, right? So it's like the individuality is necessary in friendships and relationships and anything. So it's like you can never have anybody 24/7. Just cherish the time that you do have. And if it works for you, if you're compromising, because you could be like, oh yeah, it works for me. Yeah, 6 days, 6 days a week works for me. No, if you're compromising and you're able to do that, you might find something even greater than what you thought. You know?
Yeah, that's why they say like too, like someone told me stop dating emotionally. You got to start dating more logically.
But
a man told you that.
A man told me that for sure. But he was like, I think he meant it. And I didn't know how to take it at first because as a woman, it's like, what do you mean? No, I need to love him. I need to feel like feelings for him. But he was like more so in the sense of like making sure your life goals are compatible.
Right.
Because then you won't really be going in two opposite directions completely. Like you'll be like a little more linear, but at least you're close. And we can kind of like support each other through it as opposed to like you're trying to just stay home and smoke weed all day. And I'm trying to work and do all these other things. It's not gonna match.
Right. And it might not even be that extreme. It might be like we're both trying to work, but in completely different areas and completely different ways.
You want to be a neuroscientist and look at me. I want to be a podcaster and like.
And then it's like, it's sometimes you can like someone and you guys can have chemistry, but you might not be compatible.
Yeah.
In terms of like, our lifestyles or our life goals or how we work, how we move, how we process each other's thoughts and stuff like that. It just doesn't work. And it sucks. But.
So do you feel like men date differently than women?
Those are deep.
Those
are deep conversations you need to have.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes.
What was the question?
That men date differently from women. Like what are you, and also I feel like where you are in life, that changes how you date too, probably.
It's interesting because you have two different men in two completely different points in their lives.
I'm actually really curious.
I don't date.
True.
And if I were to, it's like my expectations are too high. My boundaries are too crazy. I don't think that's why I don't even waste my time. I don't want to waste nobody else's time because I'm not even gonna.
If you don't mind, do you think your expectations are too high and your boundaries are too crazy, or you know exactly what you want, which is different? Yeah. So that wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't necessarily classify it as your expectations being too high. You're very specific.
Which I feel like you'll be able to find that person. That person exists
for sure.
Most likely,
it's out there. But if you're not actively looking, then it does obviously.
And making sure that, and you're actively making sure that you're ready to receive what you want too. Because a lot of people want like, yo, I want this and this and this. I'm like, oh, you're not even ready if that dude comes around or that girl comes around. It's happened. You know what I mean?
You're gonna fumble.
So I feel like, well, me dating. I mean, not that I'm currently dating, but I think I'm looking more towards what I want. Right. And if that person fits in that picture. And though it's a bit of a fickle state right now, I guess. But it's very important that, she can at least know how to sit down and have a conversation. I'm sorry.
No, that's important.
Conversation is everything.
No, that's really important.
Without communication, what do you guys
What are we doing?
And if you're not receptive of each other, you're just going to go around in circles.
And sex blinds everything.
God
That's why he was like, no sex. Stop having sex. No,
that is in the entire time that I've met you and all the conversations we had, that's the only one where I disagree with you in.
I don't know about all that.
I mean,
but
I get it though.
That blurs everything.
Fine.
That blurs all the drama.
Definitely does.
Great.
I can't see straight from jump.
It helps you deal with the toxicity easier.
Okay, we have 2 more questions, and then we're gonna dive in. No, we're gonna dive into some other ones in depth. So this one, unforeseen challenges can strengthen a relationship by testing its resilience.
Absolutely true.
True.
Yes, true. Social commitments and friendships should never interfere with relationship priorities.
True.
Ooh.
True. With relationship priorities.
Relationship priorities. Okay.
Yeah, relationship priorities. So true.
Okay, I like semantics.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah,
No, that was good. Okay, so let's go back really quickly. I want to talk about the conflicts and disagreements are signs of a weak relationship. So I said false for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all did.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about that one, and then we can work our way through the others.
So that's how you grow,
Mm-hmm.
is by those conflicts. And conflicts don't mean anything negative. It's just, let's say you knew each other for 5 years, and then you guys never argued or spoke about that one thing.
Right.
Now, 5 years later, it comes up and it's an intense argument. But once you get through it, you guys got through that. It's another chapter.
Yeah.
Everything you're going to get through. Imagine someone has lived 30 years
Mm-hmm.
and then you meet them. They have a lot of baggage.
Yeah.
Yes.
30
Their whole-
years
yeah.
of baggage.
Yeah.
That's one reason I really can't. I can't even
It's
fathom
rough. It's
trying
rough.
to even get past someone showing me their fake face for me to try to figure out who they really are and then try to unpack their 30 plus years. It's like, yo, this is too much work and I got to get through the fake shit first.
Yeah.
It ain't even worth it.
Do you
I'm
feel
not
like
wasting your
that
time with
when
my
you're
time.
thinking of that person, right? Do you feel like that is someone who isn't actively in therapy? Like, do you think that is that what you're thinking of? Because for me, I feel like we all have baggage, but if I'm dating someone and at least they're aware and working on it,
Right.
I can continue working through that. If
Yeah,
I
that's
see you're
beautiful.
actively trying, right?
Somebody actively working
Right.
on themselves.
Because I
that's
mean, we all gonna
amazing.
have baggage, but it's like, now what are you doing with the baggage?
You know,
Yeah.
then I have a question for you guys though. I want both of you to answer, I guess, individually. But do you believe that you can date while healing? Some people
course.
don't. Some people believe that you have to that come healed thing. So you believe it too?
Yeah, but not starting out the healing journey. You could still be, we're all, okay, so that whole healing thing too, we're always healing from something. Like, I don't think you ever stop
You're
healing
never, like,
from
healed.
shit. Yeah. So that's unrealistic. And I think that's an
You for
unrealistic
real.
expectation. But I do feel like if you are fresh out of something that has been very traumatizing to you,
Mhm.
I don't think you should be moving on to the next
Absolutely agree.
relationship. There should be some time in between. But if you're still kind of at a point where you get to a point where you can talk about it, you're not hurt, you really do feel like you're moving on, and you find somebody, yeah, keep dating. Do
Dr.
your
Natalie.
thing.
Check
No,
that
I
out.
mean,
No, you're right. I
everybody's
agree.
different.
That's
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Because again, like, you're at least trying to heal from whatever
Yeah.
it is, but you're never going to be fucking healed. Like,
Because
No.
and then it's like even if you, let's say you do magically somehow you're like, I'm fully healed, that means no more damage or pain is going to come to you in your
Right.
life. So I'm 28 and I'm
Yeah.
like, I've healed, I'm done, I'm good. I'm like, I have to look like 65 without getting hurt ever.
right.
What?
Right. It never
That's crazy.
stops. But that's why, like, I've been into like the Buddhist practices more, and I keep reading books on that because it makes it okay. It's like, okay, I'm suffering right now, but like, in every darkness there's a light, and all the light there's dark. And it's just like a continuum, and you just keep going, and it's like you roll with the punches. Okay. You don't really like, I cannot make every issue a big issue.
True.
Like, not everything bad that happens to me has to be bad and that bad. Like, okay, it happened.
None of it is.
Yeah.
That's why I always say, like, for the most part, it's very rare that when somebody asks me, oh, how was your day? I'm like, oh, I had a bad day. I usually say, the day was good.
It was good.
Because
Yeah.
bad things can happen throughout your day doesn't mean it's a bad day.
Right.
And then when you're sharing them with another person, it's like sharing your days and examples, like something like that can affect your relationship.
Right.
Imagine every day I come and we're dating and I'm like, I had a bad day. I had a crappy day. Okay,
Yes.
somebody supported, but coño, like, like sis,
Right.
maybe you're just like seeing
Yeah,
the
like,
negative
have
side
a
of
drink,
everything.
put some music on,
Yeah.
relax. Something.
It's sad that the majority of people are like that.
They
Bro,
are.
How's it going? They say it in ways like not terrible. Like
It's right.
little
Like, just-
phrases
it was
like
good.
that
Not
are just
terrible,
crazy.
yeah.
You're breathing your
How's
life,
your day?
you're
Not
eating, you're
terrible.
having a good-
No, I'm
alive.
I'm okay. Yeah.
Barely like,
Yeah, I'm alive. I'm surviving.
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe I'm just a half glass full kind of guy.
Yeah.
That's how people should be.
But I think
so
that's
realistic.
also you knowing that, like, well, I mean, for me, it's like, you know you're in control of your day and your mood. So it's like you could go home and be an asshole to your partner. Or you can go home and be like, you know what? Fuck work. Let's put some music on. Let's vibe. Like, I can choose to make this a better evening. People don't realize that they do have that power, that control.
Yo, it's crazy how it is true. You really
it's
do.
Like
you
do.
Times, and you notice at the end of the day, you're like, damn, my day could have been shitty, but it wasn't.
It wasn't.
I was just like,
because I made it lit.
Yeah, I made it lit for myself.
I'm saying, you got to find the balance. You can't let the extremes pull you either way. You'll be going crazy. You'll be going crazy every day.
In terms of that, making those conversations, making the couple's week, I think we're all in agreement stating that is not true. I think those hard conversations are the foundation of a solid relationship, in my opinion.
100%.
I agree. No, so now can I ask, because this leads into one of them, what is the difference between like the conflict or a communication breakdown? That's probably a good, I don't know if there's a difference.
I feel like when there's a conflict, the communication comes after the conflict. Because now, like, we have conflict would be an issue or a situation, like you said. It doesn't necessarily have to be bad. Conflict is the situation, so the situation is already occurring. Then you hit the communication breakdown. Like you try to break it down. What is going on through communication? So you break down the situation through communication. In terms of is that what you mean? Or the
that's how you looked at it. Okay,
that's how I looked at it.
I'm looking at it like there's a communication breakdown. Like you misunderstood what I said. And you reacted off of that misunderstanding.
Right.
And now we're having a whole fucking argument over it.
I understood it his way.
Yeah.
You understood it his way? No, so that's what, okay, so maybe because I be seeing it online, that's why. Like, but no, communication, there's a breakdown in the communication.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right? So I feel like that's the same as it being a conflict. When there's a conflict, it's because there's some form of miscommunication.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
At some point. So do you feel like those are the same things, or am I? Or
the way you explain it makes sense.
Okay. Okay, so I want to talk about the social events now. Social commitments and friendships should never interfere with relationship priorities. So we all said true for that. But now what if let's take social out and let's put family commitments. And like you said, if you're not like if you're just starting out, it's like, okay, your family takes more precedence. But now as you're deeper in the relationship, and then now what if you build a family with your partner? Yes. Then who is it, like your core family, or like who do you prioritize?
You got this.
Well, it matters how serious the relationship is.
True.
If the relationship is a union, like you guys are family, then you guys do everything together. You guys go to family events together. You never separate.
Right.
But if you guys are just dating where it's not like that yet, it's not like that yet. Straight up.
Damn, true.
If you don't know it, we have to talk about it.
Okay. So once it's like union, marriage, kids.
No.
Or just
more
like,
serious,
just more serious.
Before engagement, you guys should be meeting each other's family.
Right.
No,
and doing that stuff.
But I'm saying like if
by engagement, I feel like you guys,
your family
do it together.
Holidays, you joined at the hip. You guys are engaged. It's over.
Yeah, I think I'm looking at it like the mom and
it's
I'm
over.
toxic.
It's over. Yeah,
you're toxic. I'm looking at it like the mother.
I thought you were healed.
I'm not. I'm thinking of a toxic situation, right, where this wouldn't be applicable. Or it would be hard to apply what you, because you guys are saying it all positive and they love each other, everybody's okay. No, fuck that. No, because that's great. I'm sure there's many healthy relationships out there.
You're right.
But there are families that are dysfunctional. Let's not act like there aren't.
Yeah.
So what if the mother did not like the wife?
Oh,
you feel me? And now it's holiday, and let's say, like for me, my mother's favorite holiday is Christmas. I would find it really difficult to not spend Christmas with my mother, right?
That's horrible.
But so in that case, he spends Christmas with his mom all the time.
Look at her.
And now they just got into a fight. The mom and the wife, they beefing. Now what do you do?
First of all, you're not beefing with my mother, and you're not beefing with my wife. I'm gonna throw it both sides.
Okay, step up, King.
I feel like I'm gonna speak to my mother first because you're my mother. So it's like, listen, if you don't like my wife for whatever given reason, it sucks, Mom. We're married. You should have told me before.
Right.
But no, the point is, if you don't like her for whatever reason, you guys are adults. So I'm married to this woman. She is literally your daughter-in-law. So you kind of got to figure it out. You remember how you said you got tolerance for your kids? You got to have some tolerance for her because she's essentially your kid by law. Now, baby, you bugging. Like, you're not going to argue with my mom. Ya deja casado, ya. You know, they're a little older. You're like, mama, have some patience because I would never do that with your family.
Right.
You know that.
Yeah.
Right? Sorry, traumatic experiences.
No, that's
good. But it's like you being the person that is the joint between these two people, they both need to have a conversation. And if they can't handle that, then personally, me, I treat them like kids. I'm like, okay, so now I'm going to choose where we're going. And that's how we're going to do it because you guys can adult and do what you got to do.
Eventually, you're going to have to go see your mom by yourself.
Absolutely, yes.
You think so?
I'm 100% sure.
Yeah.
I feel like as long as, okay, so.
A woman says what goes. In a relationship, the woman runs
For
everything.
sure, but if you're unreasonable, it's not going to work. Like,
she says, I'm not going to your mom's house.
But
what are you going to do? What are you
and I'm not bringing you back a plate.
Home.
No, but
yeah, then don't bring her. Nah, that's fuck. You don't bring her a plate. You're gonna bring her a plate.
And I'm not telling her.
You gotta bring her.
When she's like, "Ooh, this potato salad busting," mommy made it.
Right?
Stupid.
She don't care. She don't care.
I don't know.
What about?
That's hard.
All right, so you just asked like the difference if your man or girl
doesn't get along with the mom,
family or whatever,
right?
Like that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. What if your man or girl? Because I know both of y'all two are on your grind right now. Doesn't want to get down with you creating your content and trying to build your brand and build businesses, and is not 100% behind you with that.
It's tough. It's tough if you guys started off just chilling and then you all of a sudden got inspired and started doing all this shit, and they're just the regular person that you met. It's kind of like you outgrew them.
That is definitely harder. Yeah.
That's tough.
Wow, that was pretty good.
I feel like I'm very clear. Like you said, in this stage of my life, I can't see it any other way. But like I've been very clear about what I want to do and where I want to go with this. So it's like you gotta just get it. Yeah. I'm gonna let it go if it doesn't work.
Straight up.
Unfortunately, we're at that point where like, I don't know if it's this generation or this age or whatever. We do not give it. Like we will. You're done. Like not in a better way. It's like, oh, it's not working out with Cliff.
It's not working out.
What?
Yeah.
This is the first
let's
conversation.
Not force it. We're good.
Let's not just do it.
Yeah.
And I'm guilty of this, but I feel like it's just the wasting time, and not just myself, the other person's. And I have an idea of what I want. So it's like if you even fall out of it, I'm like, let's just leave this here. Y así quedamos bien, because then it's going to be forced.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I feel like that's an extremely difficult topic, and it takes two people who really want to be together and who can understand stuff, because there's nothing doper, and I've never experienced it to its full effect, but imagine creating something, and when you create it and it's your finished product, you have that person with you that was there throughout the process.
Right.
Like that must be a good feeling. They were understanding and they supported you the same way that you should support them when it's their turn. Mm-hmm. But I feel like it's a very difficult.
Yeah, and that's like a special, like I want to know, what is that? Like, are they drinking something special?
I don't know, man.
Like
what do you mean, that couple?
Yes, because I feel like that should be the case more often than it actually is.
You know what it is? Those people probably have those difficult conversations, and they have that conflict gets resolved in a productive manner.
Right.
So all that stuff that we mentioned, they're doing it right.
Because I'm like, that's not a lot of couples, they break up for everything, anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to be a big deal. It's like,
and then it's like over work. If you're like obviously never able to give them attention, I get it. But if you manage your time as best as you can, but work takes a lot of it, it's like, I'm trying to do this, and now that you're with me, I'm trying to do this for myself, but for us.
For us, yeah.
So it's like you're essentially complaining about me trying to make money, me trying to better our lives. Granted, as long as you're compromising. But if you're doing the best that you can, I feel like that person needs to give you benefit of the doubt and help.
And it just made me think of how women are like, I don't give a fuck. You
right. Honestly, I was trying to look at Franjez, so I'm like,
straight up.
Because I'm like, I was with you, but then I'm like, I know that might not be the case.
Isn't that crazy? I don't want to turn this into a gender thing because I hate those kind of conversations.
Me too.
Really.
I hate those conversations.
But what about
men really have more patience for it. Yeah.
This is a mental health moment. It's fine.
Please, fuck it.
This isn't a gender thing, a gender war. It's a mental health moment.
Dude, because we're like, we get you. We actually motivate you and support you. We're like, get your stuff, do your thing, keep going for your grind. But with her, it's like, when is it me time?
When is it me time?
Not even drag, but it's like, so when are we going to go on a date?
But you told me you were taking me to dinner.
Right. And it's like, I will when I can, I promise.
Right.
All right. But then we never win. It's like, if you a bum, you suck. If you work too hard.
It's over.
Yeah.
Because they'll be cool, like, I got your back, I support. I don't even need nothing from you. Mm-hmm. But then what they need most is time, and you just can't give them that because you want that time for what you want.
Shit, yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about me?
And it also takes, it's
Fuck
the love of money. I hope that
no one cares.
I hope that
no one cares about men's
feelings. I hope that makes one of the clips.
I'm completely joking.
I'm going to use that shit.
I'm saying that's what women say.
No, I thought you were really saying about you.
No, yeah. What about me?
That's what
what about me?
I was saying that's what women say.
Oh, man.
Oh, I mean, that's kind of like what we said. Giving your partner top priority means sacrificing your individual goals and aspirations. We did that.
And just couldn't wait.
Yeah, Anthony couldn't wait to get that off. No, that was a good question, though.
It was.
No, I just wanted to make it relatable to like
Absolutely.
podcasts and like content creation.
Yeah.
That's what
personally, I feel like that one's even a bit more difficult. Like your success and business wise, because family, like people, if anything, they might be like, all right, let's not touch family because that's a touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
But work, I feel like it's harder to explain and understand, in my opinion, in certain cases.
Wait, explain.
Like sometimes a partner might understand like, oh, it's family faster than somebody might understand why you're working so hard or what you're trying to do.
Okay. So, I see what you're saying.
That's more difficult.
Yeah.
Especially when it's worse when you're like, you invite that person, if you've already been doing it and then you're inviting them into your life now and trying to figure out their lane and their role, and they want to play a role in it now too. So they want to, I don't want to say want to attach or jump onto what you're doing, but they want to have a place in it. They want to just fit, so they're not left out or they're a part of it and they want to support you. But sometimes it's like, nah, I just need you to just kind of chill. I got all this. Just be there like when I need you.
Because also sometimes your partner could be like that escape from that when you need a break.
True.
And it's like, well, I don't want you so intertwined into this because like you're my piece outside of that, where we could talk and do other stuff. Because even like when you're as a content creation, don't you feel like you eat, sleep, and breathe this shit?
Yeah.
But sometimes, even though we love it and we're passionate, sometimes I want a day off from thinking about anything topic really. I don't even want to talk to anyone because usually I'll go to a party and I'm like, so let's talk. Like, tell me, like, where did you grow up? And it's just like. But then there's times that I go out and I'm like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to nobody. I just want to drink, listen to the music. Don't be around me.
It's her facial expression that changed. She just I just want to drink.
I really feel my emotions, and I'm definitely both of those things. I can be that social person, but when I'm tapped out, I'm tapped out. And leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
But this was great. You guys are awesome as always.
Thank you.
Any takeaways or any last words? No.
What about me, man?
What about me?
Nah, this was very insightful. It was dope to speak about it. And the irony is, I appreciated the symmetry of just two guys and you because we shared two completely different examples.
Completely different.
We're ages apart and we're at two different points, but we get to give you two different.
Right, because you're like fake Gen Z. You're really trying to hold on to the millennial thing.
How much are these cameras? She's about to get one of them. No,
all right. Oh, guys. Okay. I didn't do it in the beginning of this episode, but I wanted to do it now. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave a review on Apple. Leave a review on Spotify. It helps build the credibility. And it just keeps motivating me to continue going. So yeah, and thank you guys for coming.
For one like a day.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
You too can help a Bronx girl achieve her dreams.
Right. Help a Bronx girl get out. But well, I'm in Yonkers now. I'm not in the hood anymore.
Oh, my bad.
But help me elevate even higher.
Peace and love, my people. Peace and love.
So you can't support something that's positive, something that's uplifting people, empowering people.